All right, guys, welcome to episode 134 of the Hurricane Mike Show, where today we'll be previewing the San Francisco 49ers at the New Orleans Saints. Before we hop into it, we got to let them know. It is game day, Jerry, but we got to let them know that, man, we got to stay up till, till like around 10 o'clock-ish to watch Atlanta lose. Because why that?
Because we're gonna watch them suck tonight all night long, all the way to after 10 o'clock. I hope you got your rest because it's gonna be a late night.
Yep. Whew, glued to that television. We are winning today, Jerry. At least that's what I'm hoping. But yeah. But that before we get into the Saints game, I want to talk about this. Did you see the LSU boys, bro?
LSU. Yes, I did.
Yeah, they do got that right there. Like, bro, these guys right here. This is the best defense LSU's had in literal years. This is probably the best LSU defense since I started watching LSU. And that includes national championship year. Like, this defense might literally be the best defense in the fucking country. I never thought. Bro, 5 of them? 5? Against DJ Lagway, the quarterback that's supposed to be top 5 quarterback. Man, LSU, they need to at least bring them up to number 2. I respect what Ohio State did against Texas, but we need to jump Penn State right now. We need to jump them right now. Dad, what is your initial reaction after LSU 5 of them?
My reaction is, I think I texted this to you last night. Thank God for the defense. I mean, because the offense was sputtering in some spots. I mean, most of the game, really. But that defense came through. I mean, the combination of good defense and Lagway not be able to, read a defense, that always helps. But, yeah, it was just a great night if you love some defense.
Yeah, and that was without Whit Weeks. Because if y'all remember, Whit Weeks got ejected in the first, 5 minutes. So that was even without Whit Weeks, man. So just wait till he, is he, getting suspended next week, or?
I don't know. I mean, you had Whit Weeks, and then you had his brother went out later with a leg injury. And then they put the third Weeks brother in, which I didn't even know they had. And Brian Kelly, admitted after the game, yeah, we had to put the third Weeks brother in, that he didn't even really know what he was doing, but he played, okay for a young player.
You saw when Brian Kelly was trying to call a timeout, and that man got smacked on the sideline.
Who's that?
Brian Kelly, the head coach. He tried calling a timeout, and then 2 guys ran into him. Yeah, I was like, that man.
He got run over. I mean, you're around the sidelines. You always need to keep your head on the swivel. Make sure you're not gonna get knocked upside your head like he did. Remember Sean Payton? He broke his leg by not, by Jimmy Graham, running over like he was never even born.
Yeah, but man, I know we have a bye week next week, but technically we play SCLA, aka Southeast LA or something like that.
It's a bye week.
Yeah, it's a bye week. Yeah, so honestly, I might not.
It's not a bye week. It's a week for our offense to get it together. I mean, we gotta get some confidence. We gotta get to running the ball, because we couldn't run the ball a lick in that game last night. So
yeah, we were able to do some things at the end of the game, but it was a nightmare. But we won. Anyways, now let's get to why we're really here. Sunday, 12 o'clock p.m. Central Time. The San Francisco 49ers, week 2, will be at the New Orleans Saints. Now, Mac Jones is expected to start week 2, as Brock Purdy is not expected to play, obviously. But however, Purdy in week 1, 277 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 92.2 rate. Uh, uh, so, the 49ers offense in week 1 as a whole, 17.7 for 14 and third downs. Now, Dad, what do you think the Saints are going to need to do against Mac Jones to slow down this offense?
Just show up. I mean, Mac Jones should not have a field day against his defense. I mean, this defense should really get after Mac Jones. Mac Jones, he may have some talent. He was a first-round pick, yada, yada, once upon a time. But he hasn't really played consistent football in a while now. So I find it really difficult to believe that Mac Jones is going to put on a show in the Superdome today.
Yeah. Mac Jones has never beaten the Saints, okay? Mac Jones played the Saints 2 times when he was over in New England. The first time, it was in 2021 when we saw Sean Payton and them, where we were blowing them out. They scored a late touchdown to kind of make it close, but then we scored a late touchdown to really drive the knife in. Little Malcolm, or no, I think it was Lattimore that got the game-winning interception. It was either Lattimore or Jenkins. I remember it was one of them. But the Saints beat them 28-13. Second time we played Mac Jones was in 2023, where we shut them boys out 34-0. Tyrann Mathieu game pick 6 to open the game. It was crazy. Hopefully we get something like that today. Except we have no Jenkins, no Lattimore, and no Matthew. But also, speaking of Lattimore, though, I was watching that Thursday game, and it pains me to say Lattimore might be fully washed.
He was getting cooked.
Bro, it wasn't like he was getting cooked by Terry McLaurin. He was getting cooked by, or not Terry McLaurin, he's with Terry McLaurin. It's not like he was getting cooked by, freaking Jaden Reed or something, mostly because Reed got hurt and stuff, but, he was getting cooked by Dontavian Wicks.
What's wrong with Dontavian Wicks, man? You think the man ain't got game?
If you're a number 1 corner, you should not be getting cooked by their 5th string wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, if the Saints draft picks work out, I think the Saints might have fleeced the Commanders. Lattimore trade. If our picks work out, which I think they will. Anyways, now week 2 injury watch. George Kittle, he's out. And Juwan Jennings, he has a shoulder injury, so he might play, might not. I think it's probably going to be a game time decision over there. So, the 49ers starting tight end this week. Hold on, let me look it up. Because honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know off the top of my head, which is saying something. If we lose to whoever their tight end is, but I bet Saints fans are thrilled when they realize that we don't gotta go up against George Kittle. Because if you remember last time we played George Kittle, well, not the last time, the last time before last time, it didn't really go too well. So hold up. Trying to see who's their starting tight end. Probably doesn't matter. They're probably still gonna get 100 yards and touchdown on us because you can't stop tight end to save our life. But I don't know. Maybe talent means something. I don't know. Trying to see who it is. All right, so Luke Farrell is their backup. Okay. Just don't get destroyed by someone named Luke. Anyways, but yeah, Juwan Jennings, he might play, might not. So, Dad, what are you expecting from the Saints defense knowing that you're basically playing the 49ers at the best time you could have ever played them?
This ain't your daddy's 49ers. No Joe Montana's running out there. No Steve Young's running out there. Not even Brock Purdy's running out there. So, I think if we lose this game, it's going to be a travesty. It's going to be Depression USA in New Orleans, man. It's going to be bad. if we lose this game, we might not win a game. I mean, we might beat Miami and the Jets. That's it. But anyway, I mean, yeah, you got Jennings that's questionable. You got Christian McCaffrey that's been banged up a little bit. I mean, he's gonna play. He was a full go in practice all week, but last game he got banged up pretty good. So you got that. You got Brandon Ayuk's been out for a while. You got Trent Williams that was questionable. I think he's gonna play, but he's been banged up too. So if this is the Mac Jones to the Ricky Pearsall show, I mean, it's gonna be funny. I'm gonna sit out here and laugh because that's all we're gonna be able to do. Ricky Pearsall for the touchdown. If we hear that a lot, yeah, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, bro. If we lose this game, man, like, then I'm pretty sure a dead hamster can freaking beat us if we lose this game. Because we're basically playing a dead team before they're already dead. Brock Purdy's out. George Kittle's out. Jennings might be out. McCaffrey is banged up. Basically playing a dead hamster. We're basically playing a dead hamster. The hamster's on steroids. So no, don't lose this game, Saints. Don't. Trust me. If y'all thought I was hard on the Saints last week, if you lose this game, I'm gonna lose my voice. Don't lose this game, Saints. I don't want to have to say good things about the Falcon Saints.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't make me do it.
That's
Oh
against our
man, that word.
Constitution.
What?
That's against our Constitution. We can't.
I know, but unfortunately, I made the bet. But it's going to be fortunate when the Saints don't lose. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Knocking on all the wood. But yeah, Christian McCaffrey last week, 22 carries for 69 yards, 3.1 yards per carry. Didn't do too much. Through the air, he did all right. 10 targets, catching 9 of those targets for 73 yards. So how do you think the defense is going to have to stop McCaffrey?
We're going to have to stay in our gaps and play some sound defense. Not gonna be able to blitz too much because he's pretty tricky of just running past that blitz and getting big plays. So linebackers and safeties are gonna have to tackle well today.
Yeah, like McCaffrey, he didn't really do too much last week. I feel like he's more of a receiving threat now than he is a running threat. So I would have DeMario freaking doing some spies on McCaffrey, having Pete do his thing, Danny Stutsman do his thing, and yeah, I think it's going to be a great day for Saints linebacker. Now, the Saints defense week 1 gave up 20 points, and the Cardinals were 6 for 13 on third downs against us. And the Saints defense also was thrown on 29 times, but they got 5 sacks and 5 QB hits. So how do you think the defensive line can eat today?
I think the defensive line will be fine. I mean, they played pretty well in the first game. And I think Cam Jordan, got in there and did his thing, while he's healthy. As the year goes on, he's going to get a little bumps and bruises and he might slow down a bit. But, yeah, we should be fine, especially with Trent Williams nursing a little injury. We might be able to take advantage of that. We'll see.
Yep. Yeah, man. The Saints defensive line, what we're going to have to do, man, are play Mac Jones, honestly. Honestly, I will say this, bro. I would honestly have rather played Purdy. I ain't gonna lie, because Purdy, I feel like the Saints could probably take advantage of. But I'll take Mac Jones too. I'm not scared of Mac Jones either. But honestly, I think Mac Jones is probably a better overall QB than Purdy. To be honest with you, that's just me talking about Purdy. But yeah, the 49ers offensive week 1, 35 pass attempts, 1 sack taken. So their offensive line is pretty good, apparently. If you're throwing the ball 35 times and only allowing 1 sack, your offensive line is pretty good. The Saints pass defense week 1 versus Kyler Murray gave up 2 touchdowns, a 108.8 rate, and 163 yards. Kyler Murray's mobile. Mac Jones, even though he can use his legs, he's not that mobile. Therefore, the Saints defense better not let Mac Jones run all over him. My dad, I have a question. What's going to make you cry in the middle of the street if the Saints lose this game?
The thing that's going to make me cry in the middle of the street is if, I kind of said it earlier, if Mac Jones looks like a Pro Bowl player today and Ricky Pearsall's burning our secondary, if Kool-Aid's looking at the back of Ricky Pearsall's jersey, yes, he's running down the field for a touchdown, I'm going to be crying in the middle of the street, my brother.
Yeah. Speaking of Ricky Pearsall week 1, 7 targets, 4 receptions, 108 yards. Don't let him cook you up, okay? I understand it was a first round pick, but come on, man. Man literally got shot last year, bro. But anyways, the Saints rush defense in week 1. They got ran on 27 times for 146 yards, 5.4 yards per carry. So, yeah, run defense has to fix that type of thing. Spencer Rattler in week 1, 27 for 46, 214 yards, 70.4 rate, and ran the ball 4 times for 29 yards, 7.3 yards per carry. So, what is Rattler going to have to do to win us this game?
We're going to have to take the training wheels off of Rattler and let him push the ball down the field. I mean, we can't have these little, 4 or 5 yards in attempts, little bubble screens, little check downs. I mean, that's good and fine, but for all game, no. You're going to have to take some shots in this game here.
Yeah, like the biggest concern, the biggest thing that Saints fans have clamored and why they didn't let him do the training wheel or take off the training wheels, it's because Kellen Moore, they assume, don't trust Rattler. If you don't trust a quarterback, why is he playing? So I think he has to trust him. You have to if you're starting. So yeah. Now the 49ers pass defense week 1 versus Sam Darnold, who we're playing next week. Allowed 150 yards, 87.2 rate, and the pass rush for the 49ers, 1 sack, 2 QB hits. Sam Darnold is Sam Darnold. So what is the Saints offensive line going to have to do to neutralize Nick Bosa and the rest of that defensive line?
I think you're going to have to help the offensive line, and this kind of going to contradict what I just said about taking shots. I mean, you're going to have to get the ball out your hand quickly. Nick Bosa's, going to be Nick Bosa. He's gonna beat the tackle every now and then. So, Rattler has to be aware of that. He has to be ready to get that ball out of his hands to his checkdowns when he doesn't have time.
I agree. Chris Olave, last week, had 13 targets, 7 receptions for 54 yards. What do you think Olave is going to have to do to win us this game?
Olave is going to have to put his big boy pants on. He's going to have to not get hurt every time somebody do this. When you do this, don't tap yourself out the game. I mean, yeah, he's going to have to stay healthy. He's going to have to, be that number 1 receiver. But, you got to be available. You got to stay healthy. You got to do something. Got to eat your vitamins. I don't know. Got to drink water.
Yeah, Olave. Look, he's probably going up against Lenore today, if I have to imagine. Lenore, he's a corner that likes to play in zone coverage. And Olave, not too many guys are better than Olave when it comes to open field or open space. So Olave's going to take advantage of that. Run some slants, curl routes, that type of thing, okay? Shaheed is our deep threat, as I hope he is. Shaheed is our deep threat. Olave, he's kind of that guy. He's kind of like that Cooper Kupp guy. Guy that doesn't really go deep, but he'd be taking advantage in the open field. That's what he is. Juwan Johnson, week 1. 11 targets, 8 receptions, 76 yards, and a dropped game winner. So what is Juwan going to have to do to win us this game?
Hold on to the ball, my brother. Hold on to the ball. I mean, he showed some flashes last week, but he showed, not come through in the clutch. So if it's clutch time, we might want to go somewhere else this week. Just a hunch.
Yeah. And I heard a lot of people saying Foster Moreau would have caught that ball. No, he wouldn't have. Do y'all remember in 2023 when we played Jacksonville? Do y'all remember that? Foster Moreau, if anything, Foster Moreau, his drop pass was worse than Juwan. Because I will give this to Juwan. It was like a 30-yard pass. Foster Moreau's pass was literally at the goal line. So if he can't catch that, what makes you think he can catch what Juwan tried to catch? And I'm not giving Juwan any grace for that drop. Don't get me wrong. Y'all heard me last week. I was clamoring on this man. But if Foster Moreau can't catch that, what makes you think he can catch something like what Juwan tried to catch? I understand we'd be in the heat of the moment, but don't be delusional. Now that's my only thing I want to tell you. Anyways, Alvin Kamara in week 1. 11 attempts, 45 yards, 4.1 yards per carry, and got the lone touchdown on the day. And also through the receiving game, 2 targets, 2 receptions, 12 yards. What is Kamara going to have to do for us to win?
He's going to have to get more than 2 targets. I mean, he's got to be a big part of this game plan, this passing game plan.
Yes.
Especially if you have the young quarterback and you need to get the ball out of his hands quickly. I mean, you want to utilize your tight ends and your running backs. So I expect more targets from Mr. Kamara today.
Yeah. Jerry says, Mike, you went full-blown rant on Johnson. Yeah, I went to Category 5 Hurricane real quick because, like, bro, I don't care. And first of all, before I say this, the ball was not tipped. Don't give me that. But even if it was, I don't care if Buda Baker is trying to rip it out your hands. You are supposed to be you're supposed to be our big body guy. You're supposed to be a guy that's getting paid $10 million a season.
Was it 10 or was it 30?
It was $30 million for 3 years, but $10 million a year.
Gotcha.
You're getting paid $10 million a year.
10 million reasons to catch that ball, right?
Yeah, bro. I don't care if you're the 3rd string tight end. If the ball, which he's not, by the way, he's our starting tight end, but if the ball hits your hands, you catch it. By the letter of the law, you catch the football.
That's in the Constitution as well.
Yes. So, Juwan, I'm done defending you, bro. I sat up here and defended you all offseason of why you deserve that contract. So you do some more bull crap like you did last week? I got some for you later today. Just wait. But anyways, back on. Yeah, and I'm still not over it. If anybody's like, man, it was literally a week ago now, get over it. I'm still not over that. We could be 1-0 if it wasn't for this man. We had another drop touchdown. If we had hands last week, we would be 1-0. You see, you know why last week's loss hurts and why it's twisting in my organs right now? It's because this is not new. The Saints do this every single season. They play at least one game a year where they're supposed to win. They play like they're the better team, and yet they just let the ball go. Do y'all remember 2021? You're leading by 11 against the Giants, against Danny Dimes, before he even went to the playoffs, and now he sucks now. You led by 11. Adam Troutman was Adam Troutman, and you lost. You missed the playoffs that year by 1 game. Don't think that one would have mattered? 2022. 2022, man. You're up by 2 possessions against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Monday night. And yet, you let them score 2 touchdowns in 2 minutes. You lost the division by how much? 1 game. Don't think that one would matter? Okay, let's go to 2023. You're leading by 17 to the Green Bay Packers going into the 4th quarter. and Derek Carr gets hurt, James comes in. You don't even want to use Jameis. So the Packers make this whole comeback, and Blake Griffin misses the field goal, and you lose by a point. And guess what? You all want to say it with me? We missed the playoffs by one game. By tiebreaker, but it still counts as a game. And then 2024, everything's going right against the Philadelphia Eagles when you're 2-0. Everything's going right. You're up 12-7. All you gotta do, it's third and long. All you gotta do is tackle. And yet you let Dallas Goedert run like it's a freaking George Kittle and Tyreek Hill, or George Kittle and Travis Kelce combined, and you lose that game. It wouldn't have mattered, but you still lost that game. And what's gonna be the story this year? Losing to the Cardinals when you should have won. The Saints do this every single year. So yeah, that's my history lesson for y'all. Anyways, now let's get back on this. 49ers rushing defense in week 1. 84 yards, 3.2 yards per carry, and a touchdown. So they had a pretty good run defense last week against Kenneth Walker and the boys. So how do you think the Saints offense can neutralize the 49ers run defense?
We have to not pass the ball 46 times. We have to run the football between the tackles. Just run it, keep running it. If we think we're not running it, enough, run it some more. I mean, you're not gonna run the ball, and you're not gonna get good at running the ball unless you run the ball. Like those saying is, you're not gonna get good at football unless you play some football.
Yeah, that is true, man. Like the 49ers run defense, like I think the Saints could take advantage of it. I know they got Fred Warner. I know they got Nick Bosa. But like we got Alvin Kamara. So like use him. You got 3 running backs that are capable of running. Use them. Like, and also another thing. If what a lot of Saints fans think is true, that Kellen Moore does not trust Spencer Rattler, he trusted him enough to let him throw the ball 46 damn times. So I don't want to hear that excuse, Kellen. Well, he didn't say the excuse, but like, if he didn't trust Spencer Rattler, why throw the ball 46 times? That must be an indicator that he trusts him. So, like, I don't know, man. But anyways, now let's take you back for some more history. Back when the Saints and the 49ers shared the same division. December 7th, 1980. Dad, do you know what game I'm about to talk about?
Say it again.
December 7th of 1980.
December 7th. Was that the game that they won and it was the only win of the season?
No.
Okay, never mind.
So, like, right now, the largest comeback in regular season NFL history is like 30. It belongs to the Vikings. I forgot how much it was. I think it was I remember. I remember the score. 32, 31, 30.
Okay, I know where you're going with this. You're going with when the 49ers had a 34-0 lead on the Saints. Or no, the other way around.
Hold
the
up.
Saints were winning 34-0, and the 49ers came back.
Hold on. Give me 1 second real quick. I'm trying to find. Okay. Nope, that's the NBA. I did not mean to type the NBA. That's not for another, month? Shut up. I said, I don't care about the new AI mode. I'm going to burn you down. Thank you. I said I didn't get. Bro, I'm about to sue this company, bro. Hold up. Alright, so yes. Okay, so here it is. So the Minnesota Vikings currently hold the record for the largest regular season comeback in NFL history with 33 points. They just did that 2022 against the Colts. But Once upon a time, the San Francisco 49ers held that record after they made from here it says a 28-point comeback against the Saints. And yeah, I'm assuming that didn't go to it. Look, I wasn't even allowed to see it. But December 7th, 1980, the Saints were doing terrible because they didn't win a single game until they beat the gosh darn Jets. True history might repeat itself, right? According to freaking some books. But 28 points. And you lost that game. And why am I telling you this now? Because of what I said last week. Or about what happened last week. You can't let games go. And this was one of those games that they let go. I don't care if it was in the 80s. They let it go. I don't care if it's in the 1980s. I don't care if it's when the dinosaurs were around. If you're up by 28 points, you don't lose that game. Unless you're the Falcons, but they're used to it. But yeah. So yeah, that's going to end the show. But before we get it out, and unless, I'm not going to end the show because I want to see if there's any other interesting things. But what's your prediction for today's game?
My prediction is a Saints win. Oh Lord, they better win.
Yeah.
I think you want me to predict the score?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. What's your score?
I think it's going to be a 23-16 game.
16? Okay. Yeah, my score prediction, I think the 49ers will score some points, mainly like points that they're going to keep it close. But I got the Saints winning 24-21. Saints go 1-1, and they might be tied for leading the division after tomorrow night. Probably not because I don't trust the Texans one bit, but you never know. Hold on. I'm trying to see. So there's a lot of experts, right? So, like, the NFL's got a YouTube channel, right? And they like to make previews for the game. And at the end of the game, they have like 10 guys make predictions. Hold on, let me read this. So, yeah, I'm trying to see, who thinks the Saints going to win. I already saw them, but this might be the first time you see them. I don't know if you watch these type of stuff. But, like, all right. So, 10 guys made picks. All right, so Daniel Jeremiah predicted the Saints to win 20-17. So he has the Saints winning. Wolf has the 49ers winning 23-14. Adam Rank has the 49ers winning 21-14. Grant has the 49ers winning 20-13. Brooks has the 49ers winning 22-17. MJO has the 49ers winning 23-12. Gordon has the 49ers winning 27-10. Shook has the 49ers winning 23-14. At home has the 49ers winning 22-16. And Patra has the 49ers winning 22-14. So the Saints, according to these guys, are like a 1 out of 10 chance, has a 1 out of 10 chance to win. So, do you have anything to say to these people other than Daniel Jeremiah? Because he has brain.
Yeah, well, Daniel Jeremiah, just proved, how smart he is. And another thing is all these 10 experts or the 9 that picked against the Saints, they don't think the Saints are going to score that much.
Yeah.
They have no hope for our offense. There was a lot of 14 points, some 10 points, some 17 points. I think we might have had. No, we didn't even get over 20 on none of those predictions, right?
Other than Daniel.
So, come on, Saints. We got to show some offense today.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, what I noticed, man, they actually got the 49ers scoring in the 20s every single time, other than Daniel. But it's like, bro, y'all think that our defense is that bad? But I understand not like allowing 20 points a game is bad, but we're playing Mac Jones. You better stop Mac Jones. I understand I gave him 21 points, but I'll even be disappointed if they even get over 20. Like, come on, man, it's Mac Jones, bro. I understand he was a first-round pick, but Jamarcus Russell was a first-round pick, too. You don't expect him to come into the NFL now scoring 20 points a game now, do you?
No.
Josh Rosen was a first round pick. What is he supposed to come back and be the next Dan Marino? Just because he was a first round pick? But Mikey was a first round pick. He might do. Okay, yeah, sure, he was a first round pick. Just like a lot of other quarterbacks. Ryan Leaf was a first round pick. Ryan Leaf, Dad. The dude that was drafted right after Peyton Manning. He was even a first round pick. Now I'm trying to see if I can pull up the injury report. I don't think the actives or inactives are like finalized yet, but we can basically get a pretty good idea of who's going to play and who's not right now. Trent Williams is a game time decision. So
I'm
that might be
guessing
good
that
for
he.
the team.
I'm guessing that he won't play. Because I'm guessing they might be holding people out that a little nicked up here and there because they're playing the Saints. They're thinking this is going to be a breeze. Trent Williams, you don't have to play. Will rest you up for a better opponent. So I don't think Trent Williams is going to play.
Yeah. So here's the Saints injury report and all their game statuses. So Julian Blackmon is out. He's probably gonna be out for the season. Talise Fuaga, yeah, and he has a shoulder injury, by the way. Talise Fuaga with a knee injury, he's questionable for today. He most likely will play. He is questionable though. Trevor Penning with his little toe is out. Chase Young with his calf is out. Villas Jones is a knee. He's not listed as anything. Zach Wood elbow, and Jordan Howden with the oblique. I'm pretty sure they all practice, so I'm pretty sure they're all going to play. All right, 49ers now they got a lot. Nick Bosa, he was just resting in practice, so nothing to be afraid of over there. Juwan Jennings with the shoulder is questionable. Brock Purdy left shoulder toe is out. Trent Williams with the knee, he's going to be questionable. If I was the 49ers, I wouldn't play him because he's in his 30s. It's his knee, so like the defensive line, all I got to teach Cam Jordan, whoever's going to be lined up against them, go for the knee. But yeah, and that's really like all their injuries. Yeah, Mac Jones also has been dealing with a knee injury too, so that's going to make it worse if he beats us. But yeah, we have no Chase Young for the second straight week. Hopefully, we get him back on the field as soon as possible. Let's see if there's anything else we can go over. But yeah, they're saying Juwan Jennings is not likely he's going to play. Okay, wait, hold on. There's an article. Apparently, the Saints defender revealed their plan to attack Mac Jones. Okay, let's read this. The 49ers are taking on the Saints on Sunday, looking to improve 2-0 on the road with kickoff slated for 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. 49ers are starting Mac Jones at quarterback and started Brock Purdy likely out for the next few weeks. Okay, I really don't care. Let me see if they say what's the plan. All right, so the Saints defense views Mac Jones much like Sam Darnold, a former first rounder with talent, just miscast in his first stop. Rossini wrote on Saturday. Okay, all right, so the Saints defender doesn't disclose which one, but it says now with the 49ers, he's in a way better situation. Just look at that offense. More weapons, better scheme, more support. It's night and day from Foxborough. Our game plan is pretty simple. Collapse the pocket, get pressure up the middle, interior D-line getting their hands up is key. Force him off his spot, make him uncomfortable, and you'll see the cracks. Do you think that's a good plan?
That sounds like a great plan against everybody in the league. Get
Yeah.
pressure on the quarterback.
Yep. Yeah, and Chase Young, I think Chase Young probably wanted to play because it's against his former team and whatnot. But yeah. Yeah, McCaffrey's still dealing with the calf injury, so yeah, that's really all. So, Dad, you got anything else about the game? Anything else about life?
I love life. We woke up this morning, thank God.
Yeah.
And nope, just go Saints and boo Falcons.
Amen. Let's see, it's 8:49, so we have, 9, 10, 11. So we have 3 hours and 11 minutes till game time, man. So get ready. But yeah, so yeah. Let me find my words. Shout out to Jerry G for popping up on, being the only one in the chat. Dad, where can they find you?
Find me at Mic'd Up Sports and on the Hurricane Mike Show every week, 2-3 times a week, doing all these shows. You heard?
Yep. You can also find me at Hurricane Mike, Kyle Phelps, and Keeping It Real, Who That Sports Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, turn the bell on so you don't miss another upload. And Dad, we're going to leave them as always with a who dat and don't be a what?
Don't be a Falcons fan. You don't want to be those dudes. They're going to lose late at night tonight.
Yeah, they're going to stay up at 10 o'clock to drink some beer.
You can stay home, get some sleep.
Yep. Amen.